Rose free, and I'm just doing the gameplay of Fallout 4 only because somebody asked me to, but I don't know. I just thought I would broadcast it. This is just a gameplay. This is just gameplay. And by the way, the reason why I'm talking so small, talking in a low voice, is because my parents are sleeping and it's the middle of the night. So I do apologize. I don't want to wake them up. So, anyways, the thing is, this gameplay footage is just, I'm already far ahead in the game. So, I do apologize if somebody's gonna get lost on this, but, sorry. I may reveal some spoiler stuff, so. Anyways. So if you like to ask any questions about Fallout 4, I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I admit it. I really love this game, and after this I may decide to go with I'm gonna think about this. I'm actually gonna be playing Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. I think I'm starting with Fallout 3 first, since I've heard that those two games are really great. But I want to start with Fallout 3 first. I think that comes before New Vegas, and there's no way I can get my hands on Fallout 1 and 2. Those are from what I've heard are extremely rare, and there's no way I can get them. Unless Bethesda decides to port the Fallout 1 and 2 up to the PS4, but I don't highly doubt that's gonna happen. So I heard they were completely different games than what we have now, and Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas are like completely different from Fallout 4, according to what I've heard. One of the times I really hate hacking. Yeah, so if any of you have any questions about Fallout 4, you can come in the chat and ask me straight away. If you guys want me to do a gameplay of Fallout 4 again, then you can ask me and I'll do it. Guys, I'm really getting to Fallout 4, and to be honest, well, this is a 100%, I'm doing a 100% gameplay of, I'm doing a 100% like playthrough of the game, to be honest.
There we go.
So I'm here to get the FEV stuff from Virgil. So, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Virgil's thing should be here somewhere. Here it is. Wondering if I should just get the holotapes from here, considering the fact I am gonna be trying to get banished from the institutes later. Because the thing is, I'm actually doing a Minutemen playthrough of the game. Actually, not just the Minutemen, but I'm having them team up with the Railroads, so I ain't gonna be destroying the Brotherhood of Steel because I never liked them, and I don't like the Institute either. I mean, look at this. I mean, really look at this. They're the ones responsible for unleashing super mutants onto the world. You know, do you honestly want these guys to live and like destroy the you know, because if they, you know, honestly, I mean, if they done this with super mutants, and you know, they never took any responsibility for this.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
I am seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Report anything suspicious to the SO.
The targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with
Doc,
So,
please don't.
here
There's
you
enough
are.
friction as it is
Dustin
between us
Acting
and pretty much
director of
all the
Synth
other
Retention
departments.
Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father,
I'm sure you understand. There won't...
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider.
the first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent. It's nothing personal, I assure you.
Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of a...
If you wonder what that meowing is, that's my cat.
I'm sure
wants
it's best
attention.
for everyone that the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands.
The results could be disastrous.
Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to... Coursers hunt down and reclaim. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, but I gather you know all this. In fact,
I'm no stranger to combat.
even so, a Courser I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform deep... Now, unless you need something else, I'll get...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Operating at full capacity.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be
She's been at it for 2 hours. What is she even testing?
nothing. At this
Excuse
point,
me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, yes, I know who you are. We all do.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to...
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is some... In case the significance is lost on you. If nothing else, it should demonstrate... Now, unless there's something...
Now it's for the courser chip. It only works if you're like still allied with the Institute. If you become enemies with them, then it no longer works. So
I'd like a progress report on your...
Taking your new equipment in stride, I see.
If you're planning
Very
on
well.
like betraying
We've
the
shifted
Institute,
resources. I'm hoping that the...
If you're planning on betraying the Institute, you wanna have to like do everything that you need to do in here before you disobey them, because once you disobey them, you can never come back here again. So
Both
that
Allie
kind of
and
sucks,
myself
but
work late today.
still,
Normally it's not a big deal.
you're gonna have to give me a second.
It's mostly self-sufficient.
Oh, where is it again? I'm trying to put this on the community, but never mind. I'll take it.
It's the third night in a row.
Say no more. He can come over and have dinner with us. I'm sure the girls will be thrilled.
It's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all. Just come by when you're finished.
Oh yeah, I gotta use that network scanner holotape.
I wish I had more time to spend with Quentin, but...
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious phase 3?
No, I can't. I hope I'll prove it useful test.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Pan needs you in her room.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
It's all true.
Deacon says you used teleportation. I can't imagine. You must feel justifiably proud of what your Minutemen have achieved in such a short time. Eventually, the Minutemen will devise their own plan to deal with the Institute. But I doubt your soldiers will place any priority on rescuing the synths inside. I'm counting on you being as passionate about...
You think the Minutemen won't help the synths?
The Minutemen are a reflection of the character of the Commonwealth people. And time again, the synths are tangible receptacles of their hate.
I'll work with you then.
You have no idea. What I'm about to tell you is the most close... There's a man, or woman, dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know. So you need to infiltrate the Institute.
I'll do my best.
Excellent. Tom devised a way to send a message to Patriot. We can plant a coded message on an Institute terminal. Just see Tom.
Okay, so at this point, we don't want to complete the underground undercover one, because that would actually walk you out the Minutemen thing. So.
Hey, it's the Wanderer. The Wanderer's back.
So yeah.
Bet you never met a synth before Glory.
Oh man, you were actually there, inside the belly of the beast. If the Minutemen gave you a custom holotape.
Here you go, Tom.
We're in business. You know, I need just plug this baby into...
One more hour until my shift ends.
Have you met with Patriot yet?
Contacting Patriot is...
If you get the opportunity.
Here's a holotape I happen to have. Full scan of the Institute network.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. All the good stuff on you. After that, well, I'll have...
Let's trade some things.
I'm busy.
I'm being sarcastic. Leave me alone.
Taking on a death claw without fact.
Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured passage since you've unexpectedly excelled. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape. There could be data vital to the success of it. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the camp. During this process, we were able to...
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is... That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining... After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood. We're fairly certain that her...
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, there's a special project where...
Right. What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
Synths are replacing humans with exact duplicates. Makes me sick.
Excuse me.
Oh, man, you were actually there? Inside the belly of the beast?
I hope to
No
God
time
the
for that, though.
Institute doesn't find
Let's
us
set
here.
you up to contact Patriots.
It's not soon.
I got here one genuine Tinker Time special.
The rumor
Just
is
load her
true.
up onto a holotape,
One of our agents has
plug her
been
into
inside.
any Institute terminal, and execute.
Yes, Tom's work. Is related, but the device and the assembly.
Sturgis, remember that holotape with all the Institute data? I need it back.
Oh, yeah? Why? What have you got cooking?
I'm working on something.
Here you go.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility.
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I build too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, your mission to recruit Dr. Lee still needs to be completed. I believe Elder Maxson gave you all of the details. Good luck, Knight.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver. Dr. Lee.
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already...
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just... Since I might not agree with everything he said. Say what you came here...
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. What does that have to do with...
Sure. The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seem to have everything under...
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want... What reason would I have?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take...
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things... But still...
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there... dying. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from it. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on... Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained...
Right.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us.
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Pridwin. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last... Now, thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts,
Sure.
I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. Once again, Knight. Is the linchpin of our operation. Make certain you follow Ingram's orders to the letter. What?
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance.
Oh God, I can't do this inside.
Control systems all reporting back.
So useful. In the railroad, I can just teleport it inside the. I can teleport it while I'm inside the railroad hideout, but I can't teleport inside the Pridwin.
Search will be vital to the Brotherhood's success.
Ingram?
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll help us crush the Institute.
It will, but we've got a lot of work ahead of us first. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. And the first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time...
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Pridwin, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are... Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with this...
You got a new assignment.
Yeah, research patrol.
Maxon might have had passion babysitting, but I can try. Did you?
By Elder Maxon's orders.
Attention all Brotherhood soldiers. If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the bridge. Repeat, if you have not received your mentorship assignment, please report to the bridge. That is all.
There. That should hold.
Thank you.
Your reconnoiter of the Institute complete.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
If Dom and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super kid.
experience. Hot shots and big mouths end up with closed casket funerals. Looks dead. Put one more in its head for good measure. Why take a chance?
Proctor Ingram?
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Yeah. Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
Actually, I'm gonna like get off the broadcast because I just wanna watch YouTube while watching this, and I don't know, there's nobody really in the chat, so if any of you wanna like do a live broadcast and like you want me to answer some questions, and you want to answer a question about Fallout 4, then I'd be happy to do it. Just contact me on PS4 because there's no way I would see it in the chat because I don't really check my YouTube videos. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.